Yo, what's up, YouTube? It's your boy Infinite Gains again. Yeah, so we've kind of just been dipping for the past several days, kind of like in this little channel here that we're kind of making. Hopefully we can come back up and test the top of this channel and break out. But it's really anybody's guess. I think it's the pump is just gonna be random. Yeah, you can try to predict this, kind of pump, but not really. I mean, you can kind of point, like, kind of see where it's like it's a good buy, kind of where Roaring Kitty kind of was able to target these little areas on GME every single time. He would buy calls. I mean, yeah, he'd buy shares and he'd buy the calls. He bought shares. He bought calls. I'm thinking that we're kind of approaching one of these areas where it's a good investment, which we've kind of just been bleeding out over the past several days. Preferably, I'd like to touch this EMA on GME. We touched it on AMC, which was the previous point of support in which we bounced and had that second little run up from $4 to $6. I'm hoping that we get a pump soon and we come and retest this 200 estimating moving average. I mean, not estimating moving average, but 200 EMA. So that's around $10. So, which would put us over this white line. So before we actually got rejected at the white line. This time, if we do come up and hit this estimated moving average, might come back down to $7 and use that this channel of support. Which, if we go to our weekly chart, would be right here in this channel that we're in. So if we zoom way out, let me just delete this. So if we zoom way out, I kind of do this like these channels for AMC that I think it's trading in. So we came up, got rejected here. Coming back down, and on our weekly we actually lost this 20 EMA as support, which this entire time we've been trading below it, which is when we came up, came below, started using it as resistance again. So I think we need to get above this EMA, which is at 487ish on the weekly. But on the daily, yeah, we just hit this. This is the 50 EMA. So hopefully this is a bounce point. We can come up and test this white line and shoot up to this 200 EMA, and start using that as support. I'd be pretty happy with $10 right now. I don't know about you guys, but I'd be pretty happy with that. But if we zoom into the 5 minutes. We saw a little bit of activity at the end of the day, so we're kind of just trading in this little channel-ish thing here. If we bounced, hopefully we can come up and break this trend tomorrow, going into Tuesday, Wednesday, the rest of the week. This triangle pattern thing, I don't know, it didn't really work out. Like, maybe we can keep extending it, but it's kind of it's kind of like, I don't know, you can kind of see the triangle structure, but it doesn't really, I don't really think it matters. I think it's just kind of like this, just this like distribution phase type thing where we're kind of just shopping around, just kind of waiting. I think what typically happens is, like, I think there's just some kind of cycle, because I think back in 2021 we had an initial run up, and then it was like extremely boring for several weeks, and then just on a random day it just pumped. So I don't want to put dates. I don't want to put time frames, like, yeah, we're gonna pump on specifically June 26th. No. None of us know this shit. It happens randomly. Like, you can try to time it, but I mean, it's really just impossible. I just like to target areas in which I think it's a good buy. So maybe GME comes down tomorrow, tests this EMA here that we previously used for our as a support for our second run up. So yeah, maybe we have a little bit more downside to come, maybe to that 22.57 level on GME tomorrow before we bounce. Let's look at Nvidia. So guys, I mean, come on, this shit's dead. This shit's dead, guys. I mean, maybe it comes back up, test that 120 area, but I think it's going down to this other EMA near $107. But our chart worked perfectly, guys. I mean, I remember I was like telling you, I was like, yeah, we're gonna come up here and test these two lines here as resistance, and then I was like, we're gonna fucking dump bad. And I think this is just the beginning. I really do think that we're gonna go down to, like, you know, this area here, which people, you know, think is crazy, but that's kind of the bottom of our next channel. So if we zoom out here, you can kind of better see. So we have like these two channels based on these corrective waves here, and yeah, these two corrective waves, we just make channels. So let's see, yeah, so we call the top here. I think we're gonna come down, have a very fucking deep retrace to like $72 ish, wherever. I don't know how fast this is obviously gonna happen, so we're just gonna have to keep an eye on it. But I mean, if we go down to the 5 minutes, I mean, this shit called it like pretty good. I mean, you can't ask for better than this shit. You really can't ask for better than this. I mean, yo, my bad, but y'all need to subscribe to the channel. Y'all need to subscribe to the channel, because like I'm sitting here telling y'all, yo, when Nvidia touches these purple lines, like this is a good short area to like $70. Like, yo, what are we looking at? What are we looking at here? Anyways, join the Discord, subscribe to the channel, because this shit was just free money. I mean, this shit was just free money. I mean, I was telling y'all, no, it was actually crazy, because I was telling y'all down here, and I was like, yo, Nvidia is gonna pump here. I was like, Nvidia's gonna pump here to $30, and then I was like, it could go even higher to these two lines that we have on our chart. And I was telling y'all down here, I was like, we're going up here, then we're gonna fucking dump. So like, I don't know, man. Maybe it was just coincidence, and like, maybe it just was coincidence. I don't know, but all I know is y'all need to subscribe to the channel for real. That's all I know. Anyways, so AMC, yeah, we're in this little channel here. We've just kind of been bleeding out. I think that we're gonna be done bleeding soon. I don't know. This is just kind of getting boring as hell. Hopefully we can break out of this channel, but like, they've designed it to be boring. You know, they've designed it where people are piling into, you know, call options on GME and AMC. So they've kind of just designed it where like, hey, we're gonna fake squeeze it multiple times. We're just gonna bleed it out like day after day after day. We're gonna slowly bleed it. So your options are losing a bunch of premium, they're losing a bunch of implied volatility, you know, all this different crap. So like, your options are slowly becoming much less worth less. People are kind of like, damn, this shit's over, man. Like, I'm gonna get out. Nah, the squeeze is over. They're just trying to, you know, fearmonger. They're just trying to like get you emotional. Like, damn, like this shit really is over. Like, I think that's just like it's really just a typical tactic. But more than that, it's really just like human psychology, I guess. You have like this initial run up, you come back down, and you're kind of just chopping around, kind of just, dealing, kind of digesting, like, hey, is this really going to happen? Stuff like that. I think these stocks are purely manipulated, of course, but I think that, maybe some kind of catalyst will occur. Maybe Roaring Kitty posts some kind of update. Boom, as soon as he posts, the algos turn on or some shit, and we pump to the moon. I really don't know. It's really just a case of, I think that we're going to be chopping around. Hope we can just try to chart, daily patterns, and try to, hey, maybe once we break this channel, we shoot up to the moon to like $8. No one knows this shit. These stocks are highly manipulated. It's really just too hard to kind of predict what's gonna happen on a daily, like, day-to-day basis. I think that we are gonna shoot to this white line. I do think that on the daily, if we break above this, let's see, this 100 EMA, let's see here. Yeah, so on the daily, yeah, we've just bounced off this 20 EMA, which I think is bullish. So now might be a good time to buy, right? So like, you just kind of have to, with these type of stocks, you just kind of have to like be like, hey, this might be a good time to buy for a reversal, and just kind of ride it to the upside. But just, you can't put any time frames on it. You can't put any expectations on this. I think this may be a good buy for AMC. It was in it like this, let's see, 50 EMA was, previous support for the second rally. So maybe we can get another rally to, $7-8, break through this white line, and hopefully go to this 200 EMA at $10 again. But yeah, let's check out GME again. GME might have a little bit more downside to that 20 EMA. Oh, this is the 5 minutes. So if we go to the daily, yeah, daily is trading just above that 20 EMA. So we might go down just a little bit to that 22.59 area and maybe bounce from there. I don't know. We could just bounce here regardless, or maybe, honestly, it would be kind of scary, but that would put us back at $18, retesting that 200 EMA. But I think that would be extreme support if we go back and test that 200 EMA, because you saw what happened when we touched it here. That was just like a major catalyst, because it had been resistance in the past. Hopefully we don't go down that low, but you never know. You never know with this type of stuff. So yeah, that's pretty much the whole video. There's just like nothing to really be said, because there's nothing that is really coming up that's like, obvious. Let's see here. This is the weekly chart. Let's see. So it looks like on the initial 2021 pump, we kind of broke through this. All these estimated moving at what do I keep saying that? All these EMAs, and then use them as support here before the real run up. So that was the 200 EMA. It looks like we used the 200 EMA. I guess we can kind of see some similarities here. Let's see. Yeah, we broke above, came below, and then finally used our support and started riding that 20 EMA to the upside. That's kind of interesting. Damn, but that would put a longer time frame on this, because this, let's see, from this initial break above the 200 to here was 84 days. So if we go back over here and we measure from, let's say this is the initial breakout, so 84 days, Damn, that would take us into August. Damn, that's a long time, low key. Damn, I mean, I don't know. I think this time's a little bit different, but I mean, where is this at? This is at $20. So we could actually come all the way down to $20 to test those EMAs. Yeah, I don't know. I think there's some kind of theory going around on Twitter, YouTube. That guy that I was showing you. What is his name? I think I'm following him. Newton, this Newton guy. Anyways, this Newton guy posted some video about like he was looking at some other guy's post on Reddit. I think what's his name, like Buggy or something. I don't know. Some guy, he made some posts about like T35. Something to do with like FTDs where they have to cover their like failure to delivers yet like 13 days to 35 day like interval, and there's some kind of overlap in which causes the stock to pump. And I think it was something like Roaring Kitty bought like 4 million shares like 2 weeks ago, and so there's apparently going to be some kind of pump on like July 3rd and June 26th. I don't know. Really, I don't think anyone can time when all this is going to happen. So I would just identify buying opportunities and just kind of sit on your hands and not really expect anything to happen. I would be careful buying options as well. I mean, I think the GME options have, lost extreme value at this point. Just because of this kind of like slow bleeding out over multiple days. So, I mean, they might be on a discount. I don't know. Options are extremely risky because you have to actively manage them. I mean, if I were going to buy options, I would buy leaps. So, maybe leaps, maybe too extreme. Maybe by, 6 months, 8 months. Even, leaps are fine. Buying even a year out because you don't have. You have that access to that leverage, but you don't have to time it, precisely when this thing's gonna kind of jump to the moon. These people buying like week out options, even a month out options. I think that's too risky. I think it's almost just like a gamble at that point, because you're just exposed to a lot of risk, and because people are paying like $300, $400, $500, even $1,000 for these GME options. Like, I would just buy shares, bro. Like at that point, like if you're going in with that type of size, like I would just buy shares. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Do whatever you want. AMC, I don't know. I'm just buying shares. I'm just buying leaps. I'm just mad chilling over here. People were freaking out. Like, yo, when are we gonna pump? Bro, I don't fucking know. Like, we could shop around here for days, for weeks. You never know with this type of stuff. We could go even lower, like, before the real pump. So, anyways, yeah, that's pretty much the entire video. I'm kind of rambling on here, but I'll see you guys in the next video. If we get some action going on tomorrow, I'll go live, but it's just kind of been boring. We haven't really seen anything interesting. But again, with Nvidia, yeah, I think we're targeting this 106 level in the meantime. This kind of, let's see here, this kind of EMA kind of correlates to this channel, to the bottom of this next channel here, which kind of is juicy. So that's at about $92. but obviously Nvidia has a lot of eyes, has a lot of liquidity, has a lot of buyers. This thing's not going to go straight down. It's not going to go straight down like that. We are going to get bounces. We are going to get retracements. So you might see something like this. You might even see some crazy rebound. Then a failure. But I mean, guys, we called the top. We called the top. Fuck Nvidia. Yeah. Fuck this company. No, I'm just joking. Nvidia is not actually a bad company. I just think that people priced in like way too much. I think people were just going way too crazy with this AI stuff. And we're like, no, Nvidia has a monopoly, man. Like, no one else can compete. I don't know. There's a lot of competition on the market, guys. Like, Nvidia is not the only company that makes GPUs. And a lot of these other companies are exposed to the AI industry as well, and in the form of software, in the form of cloud computing, in the form of, there's other companies that make GPUs. You have Apple making GPUs. You got Qualcomm. You got Intel. You got AMD. My computer's not even running on a Nvidia GPU right now, so. Obviously these people are using these GPUs for like artificial intelligence and crap, but it's like at the same time, who really needs like a $50,000 chip from Nvidia, bro? Like, who is buying this? Like, Facebook needs to buy a $50,000 chip from Nvidia? No, I don't think so. Like what? Elon Musk's got to buy it to run X? No, I don't think so. Google's got to buy it. Okay, maybe Google and Microsoft are buying these chips. But like Google can probably make most of this stuff in house. Microsoft, they're probably the one of the biggest Nvidia buyers. But how is like Microsoft one of the biggest Nvidia chip buyers, and then Nvidia's like, nah, fuck it, we're gonna just have a higher market cap than all of y'all. Nah, it doesn't really make sense. I don't know. I think it's overvalued. It's gonna come down. I don't know. It looks sus to me. Don't at me when we go to 70s. When we go to, okay, maybe 60s might be too extreme. Wait, hold on. We could go to 60s. Wait, we actually could go to 60s. If we break this level, I think, yeah, we're definitely going to 60s. And that sounds pretty crazy, doesn't it? But you gotta think, we had a really deep retrace here. You may see something. That's really not that deep of a retrace. You gotta think. So back in 2023, we were at $10 fucking dollars. Like, guys, this doesn't make sense, bro. How does a company go from $10 to 140 in 1 year, guys? And this is after the split, so this would be $100 to $1,400 in a year. Nah, that's cap, bro, and everybody knows it. Okay, that's enough shit talking on Nvidia. Sorry. Yeah, that's the whole video. I'm done rambling. My bad. I'll see you guys tomorrow, and I'll see you guys in the next video. And comment below if you want me to go over any other stocks, and make sure to join the Discord. Discord's kind of dry, but I do this for fun. I want to chat with you guys, make money, and I'm learning as well. So you guys have been educating me in the comments and about certain things, and I'm not sitting here claiming to be a know-it-all or the best trader in the world. I'm continuously learning and trying out new things and having fun with this. So it means a lot for you guys to watch my videos, comment on my videos, and I see a couple of y'all that are repeat commenters. Thanks for the video. I really appreciate that. And so yeah, make sure you guys join the Discord and comment if you want me to go over any other stocks or talk about anything else. And see you guys tomorrow in the next video.